army with 2 overweight a guy. I don't know if they call it Satan or Dayton or what tan. I don't know if I want tan. Even my Chinese. But all I can tell you, labor rights, that man, born and raised in Northwest Center, served as member of parliament for 2 terms, was defeated by Crystal Lee, and he run guard at Eastern Westmoreland. Those type of people that are not loyal cannot be allowed to take charge of the affairs of our country. Jamaica, we have over the last 9 years turned around the affairs of our country, and we cannot make any mistakes at this time by handing over the reins of power to those guys that are not loyal to you and to Jamaica. A good leader, a good member of parliament would stay with his or her people through thick times, through bad times, through good times. That is what we know in Spanish Town. That is what Jamaica wants. Loyalty to the end. Those guys, labor rights on the other side, will do anything for power. They will do anything for power. They will tell all the lies. But I can tell you this, gone are the days where they can fool the people. Jamaicans are sensible people right now. If any other time you could have fooled them, you can't fool us now. We know what is right for Jamaica. You know, labor rights. And you know, oftentimes I make reference to labor rights. But my message is beyond the labor rights alone. We as a people must recognize when someone come with gimmicks. You know, right now, we have been experiencing a serious or significant decrease in crime and violence in our country. They were the ones that oppose every policy, every initiative of our government. And now, to date, if you could extrapolate, over 700 lives have been saved in Jamaica because of the fact that we are managing crime and violence in our country. Labor rights, Jamaicans. The level of desperation is so obvious that every time they want to catch our vibes, they try to mimic the policies of the Jamaica Labour Party government. They will tear down every plan we have. In fact, those guys said that they're going to scrap the rural school bus system. They do not care about Jamaicans. They are just about opposing what is good for Jamaicans. All of a sudden, labor rights, they come with some policies that they want to do this to income tax. And when we ask them, how you going to do it? They say, because the economy is going under the Labour Party government, then they can extrapolate and project that they can come with a plan. Why would you want to change course? They are like the thieves in the night that don't put in the work, but they want to reap the fruit. They never plant the corn, but they want to reap the corn. They want to reap the barn. We don't want them to reap the barn because they never plant the corn. Jamaica, you have a responsible government. We are not coming on any platform to make promises that we cannot fulfill. In 2016, we came into 1.5. And when we got government, we realized that the budget that they passed was flawed because we were so $20 billion behind in revenue. But because we made that commitment, we stood by that and we initiated the one. We will not come on the platform and make promises that are not true. We understand and appreciate the Jamaican people. You are not fools and we will not take you for fools. But those guys, because they are so desperate for power, they will make up any form of gimmicks. We don't want a clown like Damon Crawford come and make gimmicks about the real reality of Jamaicans. Whenever that young man go on the stage, and I must say I'm disappointed. Chris, I must tell you this, you made a mistake. You made a grave mistake when you let him teach the people at UWI. You made a grave mistake because Christopher Tufton was the one that gave him the job at UWI to be a lecturer. And I said, Chris, that is the only mistake you have made in life. That man always say everybody does. He always say everybody does. But if he was that intelligent and sensible, he would have come to the people with serious arguments and not come on the stage like him a clown. Big man, we don't deal with that in a Spanish town. Yes, sir, you know, Labourites, I have a good friend, Alfred Das. And I said to Alfred, leave the politics thing alone. Because if you go, I St. Catherine Eastern, Big Brother gonna destroy. And I can tell you something, I have all the confidence that come September 3rd, Big Rob was sent back home, dad. But since we are in Fort Moore, there is a guy who used to reside in Northeast St. Elizabeth. And I want to tell you something, I don't know why the PNP run him from over there, but it could not be anything good. It could not be anything good. Another reject is now in East Central St. Catherine. Terry Long whoop him in 2020. And now I get another backsliding in 2025. He could have pushed down the woman and some more because obviously he no love woman. So labor rights, Jamaica, I ask you, who can you trust the future of this country with? Who can you trust the future of your children and grandchildren with? Our politics is not about PMP or JLP. Our politics is about Jamaica. And that is why, Labour, we are choosing Jamaica. We are not just choosing the PNP or GLP. We are about Jamaica. And so when you hear them say, time come, yes, time come for us to choose Jamaica. Time come for us to choose the JLP. Time come to choose yourself as Jamaican. Shower them out.
And he said, and you are like you girl, time so you better believe it. Labor right in a labor. And he said, September turn the railway strong. Jamaica, me tell you, put your ex beside the bed. Forward we are going on, look back behind. And you me love how the third time I roll. Girl, me love how the third time I roll.
Boy, this is a crowd, you're huge. Massive crowd, massive crowd. Neighbors, light up on the phone, make them say, light up on the phones. Light up on the phones. To bring you brief greetings, the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Senator Albin Hill.
Show our labor rights. Spanish Town labor rights. Show up. Labor rights. I want to say to you, the Jamaica Labour Party under Andrew Holness is very different from the People's National Party. We are a very different and better party. Every time, every single time, from Bustamante to Sangster to Shearer to Siaga, every single time the Labour Party build up Jamaica, the PNP come in and mash it down. Every single time. There must be no more time for them. The PNP them borrow. The PNP borrow so much money that Jamaica almost sink under the debt. When we talk to anybody, them say we don't want to lend Jamaica any money. Jamaica is a basket case. So Andrew Holness take over the party in 2016. I remember the Sunday morning, we sit in his office and we craft out 1.5 and him call, me was there, him call one of the biggest Tapanaris, a support, Marky G, whatever them call him. And when Andrew put the program to them and said we are going to do 1.5, we have to ease the burden, the pressure on Jamaicans. The Tapanaris say it can't work. I tell you more, 5 days before the election, in February 2016, him come out with a big front page article, Bandeglina, and say it can't work. That the Tapanaris get it wrong. Dress back, Andrew Holness, make sure it works. And you know, it works so much that 1.5 changed Jamaica. It works so much that now, them over there are trying to copy 1.5, but they don't even know how to do it. Them can't calculate it right. Them don't know what them do. So Jamaica, let me tell you something. The Jamaica Labour Party is a much different and better party than the PNP can ever be. We don't mash down Jamaica. We build up Jamaica. Let me ask you all labor rights. Where the PNP do with all that money? 147% of our debt. What did they do with the money? Where are the new roads? Where were the hospitals that they built? Where were the schools? Where were the new police station? What them do with the money? We can't find it. Let me tell you what them do to Jamaica. Them look on Jamaica and them use the government to borrow money from the tapanarist people in Jamaica. Them make money at 25, 45, up to 70% interest. And the poor Jamaican people, I just come from Manchester last night. Me down there often. Me down in South Manchester. And Peter Bunting down there run after road and run him away from central Manchester. Peter down there drive up in him Benz them and in Topanaris car. And it's in Manchester. Chris knows because I know Chris' mother lived in Manchester. I went to her funeral when she died. Sorry, she passed away. Well, Bunting down there, I know, I look votes from people. It was in Manchester, I read in the newspaper that at least two people commit suicide because of FinSAP. Them couldn't bear the debt, them commit suicide. You know who make money? You know who make money? The man them who discount the debt and me a banker, me know what me a talk about. Discount the debt and made tens of millions of American dollars. And some of them don't even have a house in Jamaica. They said the Jamaica Labour Party is a much different and better party. Look at the people Andrew have around him. Kamina, Desmond, Chris, Fagal, Dana. Choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose Andrew Michael Holness to continue to run this country for the third term. Show our labor rights.
Thank you. Labor rights. The next speaker is easily the best minister of health in the history of Jamaica. Campaign chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party. Out of Labour country, West Central, St. Catherine. Let's welcome Dr. Chris Tufton.
Coming here, them show me something on social media say me get fired from the campaign manager work. Well, I still there, representing Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party and the people of Jamaica. Don't follow rumors. Today is the last mass meeting and a time, I believe, for a moment of important truth. Let's look into the mirror and ask ourselves the question: who do you trust to take our country forward? Important question. Who do you trust to take our country forward? And I'm talking to you, the thousands and thousands and thousands of laborites in Spanish Town. But I'm also talking to you, the Jamaicans in your living rooms, on your verandas, watching it through your phones or on your television. This campaign, why you listen to me carefully? Because I have been very integral as part of the team. And I've been a part of the Andrew Holness government for 9 years. I want to say at this last mass rally, this campaign has been a tale of two political parties. Listen to me good. One party, the PNP, cussing the other party, the JLP, making up promises as they go along without any serious thought or logic. Them say them support crime reduction, but them cuss the government that has put the plans in place to reduce crime. What can go so? Them are going to support income tax threshold increase. First them say it's going to come from organic growth. Then them change them out and say it come from primary slope surplus. Which is it? Them launch one manifesto one day and said this is the hope for the future. And a few days after Labour Party launched their manifesto, them said them come with a baby manifesto too, because their own not adequate. Their story, I want you to listen to me, and I want Jamaicans to listen to me, and I'm very calm today. Their story is a story of confusion and of mix-up. That's not the leadership that you want to carry you for the next 5 years. That is the PNP story in this campaign. And if you examine their legacy, that has been the legacy of the People's National Party. They broke down and we in the Jamaica Labour Party have built up. Our party, over the last number of weeks, on the other hand, we have made commitments and have given and shown results. Let me tell you about health upgrades in the parish of St. Catherine. And I'm going to go right across the board. I'm going to stick to health since I am the health minister. If you go to the center of Spanish Town, where Spanish Town Hospital is, you will see two big yellow cranes in the air building out the 6-story building of the new Spanish Town Hospital. That is a deliverable by this Jamaica Labour Party government. That hospital will add more beds. It will have 7 new operating theaters. It will come with CT scan and MRI machines, more nurses, more doctors, and more treatment for those who need it in the St. Catherine Parish and its environs, built by Labour, loading for you, the benefit of the people. That is the Labour Party story. If you go down to Old Harbour, right in the square of Old Harbour, or go next door to St. Jago Park, or to Portmore, you see under construction new health centers that are bigger and better, and that will come with more doctors, more services, lab, pharmacy for the people of those communities in St. Catherine. That is the story of the Jamaica Labour Party. And them already talk about the new hospital that is loading under the next administration, because the PNP fight out the people of Portland to have their own parish. Under this Labour Party government, Portmore will have their own parish status, and we will build a hospital in the Portmore area. That is the story of this Jamaica Labour Party government. Remember what I said? This election is a tale of two political parties. The Labour Party deliver, the PNP promise, and them cannot deliver. Today we are days left to the next 5 years. Labour rights and Jamaicans. I urge all party supporters and party workers to prepare for Wednesday, the 3rd of September. Don't get... We have seen everybody have an opinion about the result of the election. I see one poll that says we are runaway victors, and another poll that says we're in a statistical dead heat. Don't get carried away by polls. We know that the Jamaican people believe in the Jamaica Labour Party, but election is where it matters. The best poll is the poll on the 3rd of September at 5 o'clock when we check up the votes and we return the Jamaica Labour Party to the victory and for the next 5 years. So I close this evening by saying and appealing to all Jamaicans in your living room, listening to your radio, watching your TV, listening to what we are saying. The election is a tale of two organizations. The PNP that has a legacy of debt, of taxes and failed promises. The JLP that has not raised your taxes, has reduced your debt, has controlled crime, and has created jobs over the last 9 years under this Andrew Holness government. It seems to me that all well-thinking Jamaicans will recognize that the choice is clear. The Jamaica Labour Party has done more for the people of Jamaica, for their families and for this country than the PNP has ever done in all the years that they have had the opportunity to lead this country. I want to say to those who are still trying to make up their minds, and guess what? It's all right. It's all right. We have people who here who already make up their mind, dressed in green. It's okay for people to think about the issues. We respect the right of every Jamaican. As you make up your mind, look in the mirror and ask yourself the simple, straight, frank question. Will I be better off in the next 5 years under Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party based on what they have done in the last 9 years? Or should I experiment with a party that say one thing today, another thing tomorrow, and not sure about what I'm going to say the next day? We cannot experiment with the lives of Jamaicans, their children and their family. You know what we represent. You know what we have done. People of Jamaica, let us go for the next 5 years under Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party as we build on what we have done before. We have done more for you. We will continue to do more for you. Come the 3rd of September, go out there, put your X beside the bell, support the Labour Party, and we will work for you. God bless Jamaica. God bless Jamaica. Long we love.
Labour rights, Christopherton deserve a greater round of applause from the Labour rights here tonight. But you know, the other people them talk about blood and fire. Them right. The fire evening tide walk. The blood of Green Day. They talk about blood and fire. We of the Jamaica Labour Party talk about God and prayer because we want to build the country, not to divide Jamaica. We want to build a country to unite the Jamaican people with respect for man and God. We used to live on the same street in West Kingston. I live at 34 Bond Street. She lived at 28 Bond Street, 24 Bond Street. When she lay down on her back at night, she can count every star because the roof had a whole heap of hole. Edward Siaga gave us the opportunity to serve Jamaica. They locked her up, sent her to prison because she stood up for the rights of the Jamaican people. Senior female member of parliament, minister of a whole league of portfolio. Let's welcome Babsy, Olivia, Babsy, Grange.
Jamaica, better image. Babsy great running up the minute. JLP, we all about the minute. Essential. Every corner, every acre, Babsy running up Jamaica. We just like the PhD, then we don't do the PhD. Let me see you light up, light up. Light up every corner. Turn on your phone lights. Let me see you light up. Light up labor rights. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Let me see the light. Show Jamaica that we're ready. Let me hear you. Yes. We're ready. Tonight, I'm saying to all the laborites here that I know you're ready. But I'm not just going to talk to you, the laborites. I'm going to talk to Jamaica. Because it's not just about labor rights. It's about Jamaica. Jamaica, the country we all love. Spanish Town, you look good. I want to ask all the candidates from St. Catherine who is present here tonight to stand up. All St. Catherine candidates, stand up. And I want you to show them all the love you can. Welcome the other candidates who are here on the platform with us from Clarendon and other constituencies, and to say we welcome you here tonight, and we know that you are also coming home. On September 3, Labour Party River come down, bang to bang. Tonight,
social media. And we are in the Old Harbor roundabout. And there's a whole heap of land, acres of land. And we have wall-to-wall people. Isn't that great? You have come out to show that the third turn is loaded. I want to say to the women who are here with us tonight that your little picnic, your little boy picnic can be prime minister one day. Because under Holness, born and grew up in a board house right here in Spanish Town. And today, we are proud of him. And I want to pick up his mother, Miss Sonia, who is here with us tonight. Miss Harvey, Miss Sonia, stand up and take her bow. Let me hear it from Miss Harvey. We call her Miss Sonia. Come. That you have a good example of how you must raise your little boy picnic and your little girl picnic. Because Miss Sonia raised Andrew Holness, make him go to school, him taking him lessons, grow up in a humble way, and today we are proud of him. For the likes, but he is representing you for the law. And you can all be assured that the future of your children is in good hands. Spanish Town has been loyal over the years. You've been through the fire. But you've always supported the Jamaica Labour Party. But because in Spanish Town we are seen as a safe seat, we have waited and we have allowed and we have supported the position of the Prime Minister where he made sure that he developed the other constituencies. Those constituencies that were left behind. And today, we know that the people of Jamaica who have benefited will make sure that we get the third term so that this government can do more for you. You know what is so good about the Jamaica Labour Party and the leadership of the Prime Minister? He respects women. He respects women. And the men in the Jamaica Labour Party respect women. Now No matter what they may say and the propaganda out there, you don't hear no man in the Labour Party kill nobody. You don't hear no man in the Labour Party beat them woman. There is no proof. People got caught in the other party for beating them woman. And as a government, we have made sure that we strengthen the laws to protect our women. And we have provided spaces for women who are in abusive situation so they can go to a safe place. So we love our women, the men of the Labour Party. The policies of the Labour Party is to protect our women and our children. The policy of the Jamaica Labour Party is to respect our elders. And we're not leaving our men behind because we know that man of them problem too. And so we have created a unit that if a man have a problem, he can pick up the phone and dial a number and get support. So we are for all the people. And we're not just for labor rights. We're for all Jamaica. We're not tribal. We've been through it in the 70s. We've been through it in the early 80s. Because if you don't say PMP, you get victimized. We're not going back to those dark days. The country has reached a level where we have become more caring and loving. When you hear them on the platform, they always sound like them quarreling. You ever notice that? Them always sound like them attacking people and they're quarreling. When you listen to the Prime Minister, when the Prime Minister speaks, he has a smile on his face and he speaks about positive things. The Jamaica Labour Party has done more for this country in the last 9 years than has ever been done for this country. And there is more to come. We don't want to turn back now. We want to make sure that all the things that we have outlined in our manifesto, we will be able to deliver when you return us in the third term. So I want to say to all of you, the Jamaica Labour Party is always the party that Jamaica turns to for good results. When the PMB is in, they mash it up. The PMB mashed up Jamaica to the point where it took us some time to build it back. And now that we have built it back, we have built back the economy, we are improving the infrastructure, we're giving you roads, we're looking after our senior citizens, we're giving you social pension, we're giving you social housing, we're giving you, trust me, we are giving you a good bus system for your children. We're making sure that we take care of you. You must make sure that you vote on the 3rd. And all of you here, I know you will vote. I know you will vote for the Labour Party. But I want you to make sure your neighbor vote, your brother vote, your sister vote, your uncle vote. All who you did vex with, and why you call them, and some of them vex with it and more. Because why you come out on the third and fourth? Because when you vote for the Jamaica Labour Party, when you put the X beside the bed, you will be voting for a better future. We're not blood and fire people, we're peaceful people. We love each other. We love Jamaica. Everybody who loves Jamaica, put up your hand. Let me see your hand. The women of the Labour Party are committed. The men of the Labour Party are committed. We are committed to building Jamaica from strength to strength. And so tonight, I'm pleased with the turnout. And I know that on the day, you will do what you have to do. But remember, you alone can't do it. So go find your neighbor. What the song say? Me and my neighbor. To all the Jamaicans who are watching, I want to say to you that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that will ensure that Jamaica goes from strength to strength. And I'm appealing to you out there on the 3rd. Put the X beside the bell. Ring the bell for Jamaica. Ring the bell for your children. Ring the bell for prosperity. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Put the X beside the bell. For Jamaica, land we love. God bless you all. Love you. Ring the bell.
Have a big round of applause for Babsy. Grange, a big hand for Babsy. You know labor rights. We are proud of our party. We have a party that can stand on its record of achievements. The Jamaica Labour Party was formed out of the belly of the Muslim Anti-Industrial Trade Union to provide for the working class people of Jamaica. And we have continued that course to build Jamaica. But I want to tell you tonight, here in Olaba, here in Spanish Town, right across St. Catherine, the best is yet to come for the Jamaica Labour Party. That every ounce of blessing and love and affection that we can show and give to Andrew Holness, let us give it to him. Because Mr. Sierra used to say, don't lift him up, don't put him down, don't dash him away, he goes right back. What a hard man he did. We must never forget what the PNP did to Andrew Holness in 2016. We must never forget it. And I am saying to all the women of Jamaica on election day, when you go to the polls, go there and send a strong message that you must not disrespect women. You must love women until you can't love them no more. So let's welcome now Chairman of this great Jamaica Labour Party. Let's welcome Robert Bobby Montague.
Right now, Montague too hot today. I go get solar lights in a cabin, and him a go upgrade water system in the areas like Hamilton, London. Mr. Montague, the leader in a St. Western region state. Them wrestle about the people and a better vote if you need change to better. Jeffrey Town, Charleston, and Stewart, body I go upgrade them in a little down. I go build better road from the African sun.
Labor rights. When I came and I was backstage, I see labor rights. When I look to my left, I see more labor rights. And when I look to my right, I see more and more labor rights. But Babsy, when I look before me, I see labor rights, and 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 I see labor rights. And when I look over this, I see labor rights. When I look over this, I see more labor rights. And where so much labor rights come from? Somebody go stir up the labor rights ants nest. Who labor rights? Look on labor rights. Look on labor rights. Look on labor rights. If you're labor right, put up your hand. Put up your finger. Put up 3 fingers. This election that is coming is the most important election in the history of Jamaica. And therefore we must carefully examine what is on offer from both political parties. And I want to hail up all the Jamaicans who are watching online, those abroad. Hail up our social media warriors. Hail up all the labor right from the length and breadth of Jamaica and say thank you for helping us to run a wonderful campaign. Who is the big man? Who is the big man? Who is the big man? Oh, the Lord is my shepherd.
Somebody soon get that. Just settle up. We must examine and think critically and carefully about the next 5 years. It is the Jamaica Labour Party that has put forward not only a plan and talk. We have come to this country to say we will introduce It is the Jamaica Labour Party, your party, my party, our party that is moving to upgrade the electronic labor exchange so that our college and university graduates who cannot get jobs will have one place to look at the almost over 3,000 jobs that are available in the government service, quality paying jobs, so that they can apply for it. It is your party, the Jamaican Labour Party, that has placed on the table that in the next 5 years, we intend to build over 60,000 housing solutions so you can get a house or a lot, your children can get, your friend can get, your auntie and your uncle and anybody who wants a piece of land can get. It is this party, under Andrew Holness, the Jamaican Labour Party, your party, my party, our party, has put forward a plan to produce over 20,000 land titles so all those people living on family land and in farm settlements can get their titles. It is this party that has said to the churches in Jamaica, we will create a special window so that we will help you to get a title for the church lands. It is this party that has put proposals on the table to take water to every nook and cranny of Jamaica so Jamaicans can have a reliable supply of water in their pipes at all times. It is this party, under Andrew Michael Holness, that will finally sit down with the public transport sector and say to taximen and busmen, we're going to work out a program to extend the license, your road license, so that when you go to bank, the bank don't refuse to give you a loan. It is this party that is putting respect to the taxi and the bus operators. It is this party, the Jamaican Labour Party, that has now in our manifesto put forward the proposal for free health care for our seniors. Everybody over 60 will qualify for that. It is this party, the Jamaican Labour Party, that has put forward that plan. Indeed, we know and you know, and as Sister Babsy told you, big crowd now in election. Enough noise now in election. What win election is that each and every one of you must go out there, talk about the plans of the Labour Party, talk about the Labour Party, and encourage others to vote for the Labour Party. We must walk on every lane, every gully bank, every gully side, visit everybody. It is still not too late. We still have one whole day left to do it. This green army of ours is here to do what must be done to continue the prosperity in Jamaica. If you want to join the Green Army and work for the Labour Party, put up your hand. And when your hand is up, I want you to pledge with me. I want you to repeat this pledge with me. I pledge that I will become a worker for the Jamaica Labour Party. That I will visit at least 25 homes to talk about the Labour Party. And I will ensure that at least 5 persons come out on the 3rd of September and vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Well, by the the powers vested in me as chairman, I now declare all of you workers of the Jamaica Labour Party. So Wednesday morning, we must get ready early Wednesday morning. Make sure you go find the 5 that you pledged to carry. Carry them out to vote. Tell them we choose Jamaica. We choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Our party, the Jamaica Labour Party, is a party that gives opportunity. We don't give handout. Because when a man beg you a fish because he's hungry, if you give him a fish, you give him dinner for one night. But when you teach him to fish, you give him dinner for the rest of his life. That is the mission of the Labour Party, to lift you up, to move you to prosperity. So choose Jamaica, choose the Jamaica Labour Party. And on Wednesday, the 3rd of September, let us return Andrew Michael Holness as Prime Minister of Jamaica. So Labour rights. So Labour rights. Before I take my seat, I want to ask all of you that is in Spanish Town and all Labour rights and Jamaicans listening and watching, make sure on Wednesday you must vote before 12:59 p.m. Every Labour right must vote before 12:59. You must vote before 12:59 p.m. Because 1 minute after that is 1 p.m. Thank you, Chairman Montague. Wanna feel the spirit? Wanna feel in the vibes? So what happened now if I add Mr. Vegas to the list? Let's welcome Mr. Vegas!
Everybody will love the Prime Minister. So give me the Hanju, 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 Hanju. Marangale. So Labour
vision. The vision say, Jamaica, cover your prime minister. It say, cover your prime minister. Because enough enemies we have on it. Give me something there. Give me something there. Give me something there. Turn it up.
Anybody to attack Vegas for the sweater. Please. You think that Vegas alone can sing? Come here, currency.
We were in the hills with our pretty little baby.
teacher at St. Jago High School, right here in a Spanish Town. I don't come from any big name, no big family connection, none whatsoever. And when I got the call that the Prime Minister had selected me to be among his senators, that's when I knew that this man is a special man. He's not an ordinary man. He's not a tapanaris. He's not turning back. He knows where he is coming from, and he has carried so many of us with him. Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, I respect you and I honor you. And for the people of Spanish Town, St. Catherine, the fact that we are having this rally today, it speaks to a leader who is always going to remember where he's coming from. And I just in closing want to say to all the Jamaican women out there, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Holness, he has prepared the kind of environment for women to grow and prosper and to thrive. He respects women, every woman, the professional woman, the woman who that we would look at them and we would say they are entrepreneurs, they do their own business, the woman who is the higgler, the vendor, the one who sells sweetie. It doesn't matter, the nurses, the doctors, so every woman, the woman in the call center, the woman who runs taxi, when you're on your way to work tomorrow, just bear in mind that this is the leader who stands for you. Challenges will come, but one of the beautiful things about the Jamaican woman, she is like that palm, and even in the hurricane, she will bend, but she will never break. Sanjay, the Jamaican woman is unbreakable, and this party salutes all the women in Jamaica who are strong. God bless you. I love you. Show a labor rights. 1 p.m.
Labor rights, give her a big hand. She spoke from the heart. She spoke from the heart. Thousands of us are here tonight. But there's a young labor right whose parents is missing. He's at the police tent to my right. So the labor rights who is missing, the young labor right, he's at the tent waiting for you to come home. So just check out the tent. Labor rights, are you ready? It is my pleasure tonight, and I want the platform to stand. As I introduce on the eve of creating political history, the leader of the greatest political organization in the Western Hemisphere, Jamaica's greatest Prime Minister, Member of Parliament for West Central St. Andrew. What time is it, labor right? What time is it, labor right? Prime Minister, 1 term. Prime Minister, 2 terms. Prime Minister, 3 terms. Andrew, Michael, Holness.
Rise to the occasion, look at the set and say, no one can stop you. Rise to the occasion, good, you know you stop. No one can stop you.
Spanish down! Tonight I'm not going to say show our labor rights. Tonight I'm going to say blessings, love and respect to all Jamaicans. This crowd couldn't be labor rights alone. No sir. This crowd bigger than labor rights. I am going to make a comparison. And I would say that this crowd is larger than half a tree. In fact, I would say that this crowd is halfway tree and Sam Sharp Square put together. So I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for coming out. It means a lot to me, personally. Spanish Town is my hometown. This is where I was born, and this is where I spent my formative years. I went to Spanish Town Primary, sat in a class with over 40 kids. Then I went to St. Catherine High School. I became student council president. I became the head boy. I taught at St. Catherine High School. I met my wife here. I went to the Spanish Town SDA Church. Before that, I went to the Philippo Baptist Church. I grew up at 56 Cumberland Road. Then I moved to Central Avenue. Then I went to live in Ensom City in Riverside Park. This place means a lot to me. And therefore, when we were deciding where would we have our closing meeting, I said, all right, let it be somewhere that carries some meaning for me personally, and we agreed it would be Spanish Town. As supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, and indeed all well-thinking Jamaicans, can reflect on our campaign and say that the Jamaica Labour Party probably ran the best political campaign in the history of Jamaica. Our campaign did not seek to tear anyone down. Our campaign did not rely on lies and rumors and falsehoods. Our campaign focused on the things that mattered to you, and we maintained our focus on that. Our campaign was edifying, uplifting, enriching. Our campaign demonstrated what we want for Jamaica. We want to uplift and build Jamaica. Our campaign had two distinct parts to it.
The first part of our campaign was on achievements. We ran almost 8 weeks of campaign wholly and solely on what we achieved as a government. No other government of Jamaica was able to ever do that. This Jamaica Labour Party government is the first government of this country that could come to the population and lay out unchallenged achievements. If you notice, the PNP, the detractors and the critics could not contest any of the achievements we placed, the 200 and other achievements we placed in our achievement books. That was not in contest. Nobody challenged that. So if it is that governments must be decided on merit and performance, if that were it, then the Jamaica Labour Party would have already won the elections, because we have placed in the public domain a resume of achievements that is unchallenged and uncontested. First in the history of the country. We are not saying that we are a perfect government. We are not saying that we achieved everything. But the difficult things that you thought unachievable, the difficult things that you considered as intractable, we took them on and we delivered results. In 2016, I stood at a meeting in St. James, just outside of where we now have the Zozo in Mount Salem. And I made a presentation. I said, I want Jamaicans to be able to sleep with their windows and doors open. And people ridicule the statement. They ridicule the statement. But I know what God has in store for this country. I don't set my hat where I can reach it. I'm always stretching, pushing the boundaries, because I have nothing else. I was never given an inheritance. My mother is here, she can testify to that. Everything that we have achieved in life is because we have worked hard, honestly, and earnestly for it, and we stretch for it. And it is the ambition to achieve peace in Jamaica why I made that statement, that ambitious statement that Jamaicans must have peace so we can sleep with our windows and doors open. And by God, we are going to achieve it in this country. We are going to achieve it. In 3 years, we have cut the murder rate by 55%. Some people thought it was never possible, but we did it. We did it using zones of special operations. Follow me, follow me. Tell me one community in Jamaica that is now at war with another community. Tell me that. Just think about it. Tell me one. We use states of public emergency. We invested over $90 billion in the capital budget of the security forces of Jamaica. We improved investigation, improved intelligence, improved operations of our security forces. And so today, Jamaica is moving in the right direction towards peace. They felt that Jamaica would never ever reduce its debt. We cut the debt in half. They felt that we would always have high unemployment. Unemployment is now down to 3.3%. They felt that they will always have to be burdening the people with taxes. We presented 10 budgets with no net new taxes in this country. And I could go on and on and on with all the big problems that we have taken on, and we have shown the results. So if you listen to the public debate, nobody says that we are not a good government. Scour all the commentary. Nobody says that this is not a good government. It is not just that we have been able to deliver, but we are also a stable government. 9 years and no problems in our administration. Stable government. Every member of my cabinet, every member of the Jamaica Labour Party made a decision to work hard, do their best, and deliver for the people. And you may wonder why we chose the slogan, Choose Jamaica. 2 years ago or so, you would recall that there were protests and demonstrations at our consulate and embassy in the United States. There were persons who wanted to tear down the image and brand of Jamaica in order to tear down the government. There were persons whose sole ambition was to get power at any cost, including tearing down Jamaica. Some persons call me and they say, Prime Minister, we want to go here and demonstrate. Help us to get some shirts so we can put on our JLP shirts and go here. And I said to them, no, this is not a fight. We must not go there and embarrass our country and contribute to the falsehoods. No. And one of them said to me, all right, Prime Minister, I see what you're saying. You are choosing Jamaica. We don't tear down Jamaica in order to get the power in Jamaica. For the Jamaica Labour Party, our mathematics is that we must build up Jamaica and the people will give us the authority to continue to build up Jamaica. And that is why I choose Jamaica. And I ask all of you here, I ask all Jamaica, make the choice for Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. At the end of the day, it is not about me. It is not about the members of my political party. All of them have chosen Jamaica. At the end of the day, Jamaica is the boat in which we all sail. But some people are trying to puncture holes in the hull and then cry out that Jamaica is sinking, expecting that they are going to be the ones to rescue Jamaica when they were the ones and they are the ones who are constantly sinking Jamaica and running the ship of Jamaica aground. They ran aground in the 70s. They ran aground with Finsack, and when they came back in 2011 to 2015, they ran aground again. We must never allow them to take us off the course on which we are now. We must never allow them to change the direction in which we are heading, the direction of peace and prosperity for everyone. So, there's no question about our performance and the direction of the country. But elections are also about what is to come. What will the new term of the administration look like? And I will say this to you. When the rum tell a certain man he's a big dancer, he goes out and he makes certain promises that people who understand how an economy works knows that it doesn't make sense. I expect that he knows how an economy works. And I expect that as a responsible leader, he wouldn't put something forward that is going to wreck the economy. But he did. It tells me that he doesn't respect you. We have managed a finely tuned economy. We know what is possible to do within responsible fiscal limits and what is not possible. Raising the threshold to $3.5 million doesn't make sense. And if it is done, you will pay for it within a year. Worst of all, it benefits about 120,000 persons, but 1.4 million Jamaicans will lose as a result of it. Right now we are repairing 660 roads in Jamaica with a budget over a couple of years of $45 billion. That proposal cost somewhere in the region of $75 billion. It means it's either he would cut that program and something else or go and borrow to do it. I know there are some Jamaicans who are selfishly looking out and say, I am going to benefit. You may benefit today, but you will pay for it tomorrow. Now, the idea of a significant increase in the threshold was fathered by me. I heard Albin Hill telling the story, and I heard Marlon Morgan trying to sing the story. It's my picnic. This man a run come and try and take up the picnic. We already know he's the first man I see a run to take a jacket. listen to me carefully, because I know there are some Jamaicans who are looking at it because they really don't understand it. Our proposal increases the threshold gradually. So you are going to get there without any cost to you or anyone else. But our proposal is a little bit more equitable as well. Because in our next term, if you are 65 years and older, earning $6 million or less, you will pay no income taxes. And I'm appealing now and speaking to our senior citizens and our elders who didn't benefit from 1.5, who didn't benefit from the subsequent increases. During COVID, they had a difficult time they had to stay in, and it has been really difficult for them. And if we are a fair society, isn't it fairer to give them the benefit? Yes, and that costs nowhere near what the Romet proposal is. If I were a senior citizen, I know where my vote would lie. And as we are on senior citizens and pension income, the Jamaica Labour Party has increased payments to public sector workers by over $200 billion over the last 4 years. That's the largest increase to the public sector wage bill ever. But you know what that does? Under the new compensation program, it also increases the pension benefits of the people who are working now. So as our workforce ages and retires, one of the legacies of this Jamaica Labour Party government is that we have given more Jamaicans better pensions than ever before in the history of Jamaica. So you can see that in our next term, we are building a fairer society, a more equitable society, and we are taking care of our seniors. In our next term, we will reduce the base income tax rate from 25 to 15, and we will introduce a more progressive system. So everybody will pay less taxes. Relatively. But I want to point out to you that this administration has cut poverty from 16% to 8%. Cut poverty. And largely that has happened because our administration has tripled. I want you to listen to that. We have almost tripled the minimum wage. And I've heard the cries of Jamaicans. I was campaigning in Central Kingston during the local government election in 2024. I'll never forget it. A young lady came up to me and she said, Prime Minister, why you increase the minimum wage? We had just increased the minimum wage the year before, and she said, Prime Minister, no, you have to increase the minimum wage again. And we went back and we looked at it. And at that point, we concluded, and I'm saying this tonight because it's a very important announcement. Jamaica will move to a livable wage system. In the next term, Jamaica will move to a livable wage system, and we will do it in a way that will not affect business or affect the economy. We have looked at a path to doing it, and we have worked out how it will be done. The livable wage, simply, is what the average person needs to survive for rent, utilities, education, food, and emergencies. So, over the next few years, in our third term, we will double the minimum wage from $16,000, what we have carried it to now, having almost tripled it, to $32,000. In our first budget, the minimum wage will move from $16,000 to $18,500, and then gradually after that for the next few years. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. It is necessary to do this. Necessary to do this, and I want all Jamaicans to appreciate how our economy has changed. Yes, it's important for quality of life, but here's a big problem. At 3.3% unemployment, you are practically at full employment. People are not making a decision to leave what they are doing. Many of them are at home, many of them are at the street side, some of them are hustling. And so the incentive to work at that level is not strong enough. So by increasing the minimum wage gradually, you shift the incentive to work in favor of work. So you're going to get more Jamaicans voluntarily deciding to move out of the unemployment pool and into the labor pool. And that will give greater opportunity for growth in the economy. Listen to me carefully, people. In the last 9 years, we have spent the time building a finely tuned economic engine. Finely tuned, finely balanced. You can't make any big swing. Everything you do, you have to plan it out over a period of time. And that is how we have managed to keep everything stable without asking you to pay any more taxes. And in fact, we have given back taxes to you. We are now giving the solidarity program. We have given a lot of increases in the minimum wage. And now the big thing is that Jamaica will move towards a livable wage. That is what you can expect in the third term of the Jamaica Labour Party. We are the party that move poor people from poverty to prosperity. We love the poor, but we hate poverty. And I don't want anybody to argue this point, because listen, Barbados' minimum wage is about 33,600 Jamaican dollars. Trinidad is about $21,000. Ours is currently at 16. So we are a little bit behind in the region. We definitely have to step up. But this increase I am sure, will also increase productivity of labor overall. And the increase in productivity of labor will generate growth in the economy. And that is what we want in our economy, growth. But we want the growth to be fair. We want the base of the society to benefit from the economic growth. We are, if you notice our policy is not focused on a small group of people, which is what the 3.5 does. 120,000 versus 1.4 million people. No, we do not believe in transferring wealth from the poor to the rich. The last transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich was FinSac. And the man who is seeking to represent this country now was the chief architect of the advice that created FinSac, and he benefited from FinSac. We are for the mass of the people, and we make policies to benefit the mass of the people. We did some polls. We did our polls a few weeks before we announced the elections. We polled 23 seats. We interviewed over 25,000 Jamaicans. 25,000, not like them little poll where you say them do 1,000 or 1,000 and then talk about margin of error. The margin of error on our poll is very small. You would remember when I went about and said I'm taking my time because I'm going to make the calling of the election sure. And we went about and we did our polls. Everybody have a right to publish them poll and say whatever they want to say. But I don't believe in using polls to influence outcomes. Polls must influence policy, but not opinions. And so, if you notice, our campaign was laser focused on things that matter to you. Our polls told us that the things that you are most concerned about were roads and water. That came up as the top two across those 23 constituencies. There were concerns about garbage collection. There were concerns about unemployment in some areas. There were concerns about housing. There were concerns about titling and land ownership. But the main concern for everyone, water and roads. In our next term, therefore, we will introduce the single road authority. It is not designed to take away roads from the parish council, but it is designed to set the standards at which our roads must be managed and maintained. For the first time, we will establish an engineered maintenance schedule for our roads, which we will back fiscally, meaning that we will place funds to match the engineered schedule for our roads. Therefore, as we build a road, we have a maintenance schedule for which there is a budget. So as soon as a crack appears, we will be able to patch and stabilize so that that crack does not become a pothole. We will build the road and engineer it right the first time so that we don't have to go again to the remedial work. Jamaica will have a modern system to manage its roads, which will mean that the prosperity you feel when you drive on the highway, when you come off the highway, that prosperity will take you to your doorstep. That carpet will come to your doorstep. So I say to all Jamaicans, especially in the rural areas, as I have traveled on your roads and I have seen them, and you come out and say, I love your Prime Minister, but my road, you say my road. Yes, my dear, I see your road, and as your Prime Minister, we are going to do something about it that will last for generations to come. Jamaicans will have good roads to travel on. And let me tell you now about water. It's clear to me that every Jamaican is trying to make it on their own. There are some who are sitting down waiting on the government and quarreling and so forth, but you know, when I drive around, I see people building. They're building. They're like me. I'm a builder. I love to build. I like to take one block and put it on another, and another, and another. Some people don't like to see you building on them bad mind. But me come from Spanish Town, and the people in Spanish Town love to build, and them a build up them little things. But hear what happened now. Them can't bring road to them gate, and them can't bring water to them yard. It's government have to do that. Now, there are two ways to provide you with water. One is to develop what they call local water supply systems. The second way is to develop the utility supply, meaning NWC run pipe to your gate. NWC can't run pipe to every gate because you have some community way up in the hills and it's just far and expensive. But with local water supplies, you can create micro dams. They call a little entombment. They can put in the local water supply system, treatment and pumping. And you have a company that is designed to do that called Rural Water. And we're going to increase the budget as we did in one of the years in our second term, where we increased the budget significantly to almost $1 billion and provide water to over 30,000 communities. We're going to increase that budget and start to develop the local water supply systems so that the communities that are in deep rural Jamaica can have reliable water supply that is not part of the utility system. The second strategy to deal with water now is that we have, since our administration, we have brought water to about 350,000 persons. But we estimate that there are about 900,000 Jamaicans who still have no water at all, or who have intermittent and unreliable water supply. So for example, people who live in Tivoli Gardens, Olympic Gardens, South St. Andrew, sometimes they don't have no water at all. You turn the pipe and barely any water comes. Worse when it comes to drought. No water in parts of the corporate area. In St. James, no water. Now how you treat with that? You need to have a massive source of water. And we have started to deal with that. In Mandeville, we have already going the greater Mandeville Water Supply Project. We are moving millions of gallons of water from St. Elizabeth up Spur Tree into Mandeville. We are going to expand that project in our second term so that all of Manchester can get water. We have broken ground for the Northwestern Water Supply Project, which will take water from the Martha Brae and the Roaring River. We will improve the main pipelines, and that will supply the corridor starting from Trelawney through to St. James, into Hanover, and as far as parts of the Grill, to ensure that all of that corridor is properly served with water. But we have another big project that we're working on. It's called the Pumped Hydro Storage Project, where we are going to take water from the sea in Clarendon. We're going to pump it up the hill using solar. We are going to desalinate and keep it stored at a high level. And then we're going to pump it down the hill. It's going to generate electricity and the fresh water for the plains of Clarendon and parts of South Manchester. And it could even go as far as parts of St. That project is now being designed, and it will significantly help the water challenges that we have. But a project that is already under construction and will be completed next year is the Content Rio Cobre project, as you pointed to it. You know about it. 15 million gallons of water will be taken from the Rio Cobre, treated and pumped into parts of Spanish Town, Portmore, and Kingston. And that will make us more resilient to droughts and to all of the communities along that corridor that suffer from intermittent water supply and low pressure. That will be a thing of the past. We are also looking at the Mahogany Vale project in the Blue Mountains to further bring water through to St. Thomas and into Kingston and St. Andrew. So when it comes to the big projects to transform the big things that affect you, it is this government that is making the change. It is this government that has the competence, that has the vision, that has the capability to make the change that is beneficial to you. I want to quickly talk about housing, because I know a lot of you are concerned about housing. Again, when the rum tell them they're a big dancer, they come with all kind of promises about how they're going to solve the housing problem. Listen to me carefully. There is no real challenge with financing housing in Jamaica. The big challenge is in supplying houses in Jamaica, building the house in Jamaica. 90% of the time, it's not a financial problem. Availability of land, availability of contractors, the approval and procurement process. Those are the things that have prevented Jamaica from rapidly building out the 150,000 houses that we need. So if you are in a tight market and you decide, all right, I'm going to give more money, what you do? And you don't increase the supply. What that does is increase the price of the house. So you have to be very careful with the policies that you make. Right now, we must be focused on increasing the number of houses that we build. In the last 5 years, we have focused on delivering 70,000 houses to the market. The NHD has in train already, which includes houses that they are built, houses that are in procurement, houses in construction, housing in design. They have 53,000 houses. We created Bernard Lodge, and if you go over Bernard Lodge here now, you see some beautiful houses being built. And we commit in our third term to another 60,000 houses. But I know young people have a concern about houses. How I can get a house? Well, the grant to get the house sounds good, but you have to ask yourself, who do I get the grant? If you give 2,000 out of about 40,000 young people who would want it, what criteria would they put in place to determine who gets it? I can tell you, under the PMP is going to be friend and company who get it. So what we have to do now? Firstly, we are going to give incentives to the private sector under the urban tax relief, which will incorporate areas in Spanish Town, areas in Clarendon and Maypen, areas in Hanover, St. James and Trelawney, areas in St. Thomas, and of course there are several communities in Kingston where if you build low-income houses, you will get a tax relief. And that is going to attract a whole heap of investment in low-income houses, in communities that are suffering from urban blight. And that is how you get more houses being built. We have decided that any housing scheme that the NHD sponsors or supports or develop, we will reserve 15% of those houses for young people. But we give another incentive. As a young person, if you buy your first house, and let's say 5 years after you outgrow it, you have a family and you have children and you need another room, what we are saying to you is that you must sell that house back to the NHD and we will give you access to a second benefit from the NHD so that you can upgrade the house that you bought before.
Shout, 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 shout.
So what we are trying to do now is to create a market for houses that are affordable. You buy those, you hold it for a little period of time, and then when you're ready to upgrade, so you get your studio, your one bedroom, and when you're ready to upgrade, you don't lose your NHD benefit, providing you sell that back to the NHD. Why? Because the NHD wants to take that unit and put it back at the market at a reasonable price for the next generation of young people to come and have access to the unit. And these are the kinds of solutions that we need. And you know why I have these solutions? I don't drink, I don't smoke. Nobody can turn me into no big dancer. I am focused, I am practical, I listen to the people, we study the problem, and so we come up with workable solutions that will be a cost to you. My dream, fellow Jamaicans, my dream is to see Jamaica peaceful. We must achieve peace, and I believe we can do it, and we are on our way to do it. So you will see even greater effort towards peace building in our next term. I believe we need first-class infrastructure. Our urban spaces, our roads and water, we are going to focus on that so that you have the ease of life. I believe the public services that you require, public transportation, garbage collection, healthcare, education, we are going to spend more resources on improving the delivery and quality of those services. But outside of that, I also believe that Jamaica will become the Singapore of the Western Hemisphere in terms of its economic growth and performance. When we took over, the GDP per capita was somewhere about 5,500. Today they say it's about 7,500. Barbados' GDP is somewhere like maybe 25, 29,000. Trinidad is about 20,500, somewhere there about. Jamaica needs to increase its productivity, increase its growth, and increase the income of the people. This administration, having stabilized the economy, having finely tuned the economy, is now going to press gas and accelerate the growth of the economy to ensure that you can achieve the vision of Jamaica being a prosperous, fair, and peaceful country. This election, my fellow Jamaicans, is a pivotal one in our history. We can decide to accept a promise, or you can decide to stick with performance and delivery. That's the choice. Promise, performance. I believe the choice is clear. On the 3rd of September, I ask you to make the choice in favor of Jamaica. I ask you to choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Put your X beside the bell. Put your X beside the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose prosperity. Choose peace. Choose progress. God bless you. I love you. And I see you the night of the 3rd as we celebrate our victory for Jamaica. God bless you. Thank you. Traveling mercies as you go.
We want to thank the Prime Minister and party leader. Let's have a big JP shower for Andrew Holness. We're going to be closing with the playing of the anthem. But after the anthem, after the playing of the anthem, I understand that here's a little liming that is going to take place after we close officially our meeting tonight. Party anthem.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. And the
Jamaica! Show I am a starter!
I'm forward to sing some song tuning on the vibes right. But I'm telling you something. You see the lady, the minister, the Babsy Grange, I want you to teach you to entertain them. I want you to teach you to culture. Now, in this part of government, I can put food from my family table. Every day of the week. And I can tell you, say, if the government never right, that could go on. So we say, big up Mr. Babsy Grange. Everyone should stand up for her. Any of you. You know about the JNP party. But they do into politics, ever. But you see, they are born liberal. So the woman will bear me and be a fighter. And you know I love my mother, I saw I love Babsy Grange. That's a real fighter.
Choose it now. Choose. Yes, green are the better color. 1 p.m. So when in Virgo season, I'm the second you show labor rights. So the third come. Remember, you put the eggs inside of the box. You make it touch the line. Just put a little meat eggs inside the box.
All people, there you have it. German, we're going to put weights beside the beautiful bell.
Beside the bell.
German,
If you cut
Wednesday we are choose Jamaica. We are put weights beside the beautiful
If you
bell.
cut, we have green blood, you see. Green blood. Straight. Our family.
Sure, baby.
Hi, what's up?
Alright.
Show straight. Alright.
People, everybody has to come home now. Everybody has to go home now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sharing. Alright.
But the fact that
Big up on yourself.
show.
Show me again. Show.
Talk to them.
Right, yes, so put your X
Central
beside the
Kingston.
bell.
Put your X beside the bell. The beautiful bell.
Talk to them. Last on the grade YouTube. Last on the grade YouTube.
You don't have no card?
No, we give all of them.
No, how am I going to find you?
LASANIKREID YouTube. Yeah, do that. Move it. Right, that's right. That is it. You know the thing, don't you?
Yeah, we have to subscribe.
Yeah, man. No problem, isn't it? Alright. Alright. You have it? Yeah. Yeah, take care. Every time. People just show you after match. You don't know. Alright.